Yep, here we are once again. Me and the bros last year worked on a project that was spearheaded by Rick. Rennie was doing so well in the cannabis business, Rick kind of figured we could have the same kind of success in the illegal mushroom biz. Well, here we are, a year later, and I'm afraid things really haven't worked out as well as we expected. Well, after that fiasco, we thought we'd help Rick out this year at his cabin in Lake Geneva. No sign of mushrooms, but he had a far more serious project in mind. Like many Americans, Rick had become obsessed about illegal aliens. And not just your standard issue rapist, murderer, drug dealer. He was worried about illegal aliens from outer space. He knew that no wall was going to stop these bad boys. So his plan was to build a false landing pad for UFOs at Lake Geneva and grab them as soon as they arrived. He called it Area 52.
Show us what you do, Randy. Like,
I'm doing this, Rick.
oh my God. I gotta tell you people that this isn't the first time he's done this today either. This was not staged at all.
No, here.
No.
I'll show you the.
Earlier he was digging the ditch.
This is his usual position. You're doing good, guys. You missed a spot over there.
Yeah.
I have a shovel. Oh,
He
has a shovel.
Yeah, well we told him what it was that he had in his hand, and he keeps telling us like a 4-year-old, I have a shovel. I have a shovel.
Of course, keeping the wood frame solid was imperative, you know, because that gravel would just fly all over the place when a spaceship lands. That was when the notorious rebarb situation happened.
Hey, sorry to bug you. Do you have time to stop at Home Depot when you come here and get me some 2-foot rebarb?
2-foot rebarb?
Yeah. Well, they'll know. They're in they're in lumber. When you go to lumber, the very far end to the right.
They always
you go
tell. It's
down
always
to
the
the
far
back.
end to the
They
right.
got
They always say
rebarb. It's
everything's
like
there.
steel.
It's rebar, Rick. There's no B on the end.
Yeah, rebarb.
Last year, Rick asked me about mushroom farming. Now this year, he called me up and wanted to know about rebarb. What the hell is rebarb? Who is she?
No, not B on the end.
Not beat on the end. Rebarb.
Rebar.
As you know, I've been following the exploits of the Gulliver brothers for years. The faux Neolithic temple in Orkney, the ludicrous mushroom factory scheme. I didn't think there was anything more totally daft they could do. But Area 52 really piqued my interest. Finally, a sensible project.
We're so lucky that Dr. Cuff, who is an expert in so many things, has been studying alien mind control. His book, Thought Control from Outer Space, You're Not Really That Smart, is a huge bestseller. And people from all over the world take his advice seriously. They protect their brains whenever they go outside.
The curious thing is that interstellar craft, even though they've flown from light years away, require an absolutely level landing site. The Gullivers spent a long time on that critical detail.
Here, man. That's so close you could. What is it? Fine red hair?
RCH.
RCH. It's an RCH.
Pretty darn good.
Call me crazy, but we spent way too much time trying to get it level. Ultimately, we had to call in a scientist from NASA, who looked like he was 12, to assess the structure.
You'd always dig it deeper and just put some more gravel in.
We could.
So we dug down deeper, and then Rick and Rennie tested how level it was with balls and other technical devices.
Here, I'll show you. Watch this beer bottle. Watch how it rolls.
That landing pad turned out to be a big project for a 2-day trip. Luckily, we found a hobo in the parking lot at Walmart who was willing to help us out for a few mushrooms. Rob had a brilliant idea. For members of his congregation who died and wanted their ashes sent into outer space, he brought a bag with him of cremated remains and just spread it around the landing pad. Next time a ship takes off, voila, ashes in space.
The hard part will be capturing the aliens. They could mow us down with their ray guns, of course, but I've discovered that they have a real weakness: Pop-Tarts. All Rick has to do is lure them with a plate of Pop-Tarts and then lock them up.
Rick planned ahead and had a bunker built on his property.
Oh my gosh. Told you. It's humongous. I know. Hello?
Oh my God.
Just throw in a few Pop-Tarts, aliens scramble in after them, slam the lid. Who needs Homeland Security? So just remember, the next time you're in Lake Geneva, the Gulliver brothers have made your stay a lot safer. You might find a shortage of Pop-Tarts in the local stores, but you won't be finding any aliens in your hotel room.